Hello, viewers. It's Cynthia Michael from the Creative View, bringing you a new podcast from my subject called the Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to breathe hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback, as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. If you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, then it's good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and anything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, it starts off like this. We see Sabake, having a dream about her days back back in the land of Iron, training with a fellow student named Suzaka. So basically, Sabake, the samurai, was having a dream about her days, training as a samurai with one of her fellow students, Suzaka, a older guy who was older than her. Then so basically, she woke up from her dream about, back in the old days in the land of Iron King with Zaka. She was wondering why I'm having this dream about Zaka. So anyway, when the morning time came around, Sabake and her team went to go investigate a merchant who got injured by a group of bandits. So basically, they went to go question the merchant and see, to get a description of the bandits who injured him. So basically, at first, he was just laid there in his hospital bed, seeing a little bit out of it and whatnot. So basically, when Sorry started to question him, he didn't really respond as much. When Sabake came close to him, when Sabake came close to the merchant, to the injured merchant, and clutched her sword sheath, the injured merchant, jumped out of his bed and said, "Oh, it was a samurai." The bandits, one of the bandits is samurai. So basically, they now know that Sabaki's team know that one of the bandits has a rogue samurai in their group. So basically, they went to the area where they found the merchant and when he got attacked at, and Sabake noticed that in this bamboo forest where the merchant got attacked by the bandits and the samurai that was part of the bandits. So basically, Sabake took a little close at the sliced bamboo and realized that, and started to have a flashback about how Hosaka cut the way that Hosaka cut bamboo. So he cut it so decisive you can put the cut bamboo back on top the rest of the bamboo and don't even see any cuts at all. So basically, flashback. And the flashback continued, Zaka saying that, I can't wait to get the Lord's, I can't lead the Lord, the Lord is getting out one of his favorite swords in the upcoming sword tournament. So basically, I can't wait to get that sword, one of the Lord's favorite swords as my own. So basically, Sabake gave Husaka, I hope that you do win that. But don't forget, I'm in the sword tournament as well. So anyway, after this, so basically, Sabake confirmed that the samurai that fought the bandits is Husaka. So basically, when they went back to the Leaf Village, at the Thunderburger restaurant, that Sabake told Wasabi and Name that I know who the samurai is. So basically, it turns out that it's Husaka. He and I were peoples of the Lord of the Samurais in the land of Iron. So basically, one day he just went rogue. He just went nuts and just tried to he just went well and killed bunch of students, bunch of the Lord's students, and he ran away. So basically, Tamake was giving nominate and not nominating Wasabi half story. So anyway, the next day, the bandits. So basically, Wasabi, and the rest of the team, sent a trap to the bandits. So basically, Wasabi pretended to use disguise juices to disguise themselves as a merchant, and basically luring out the luring out the bandit thieves. So basically, Wasabi, Scotch as merchant managed to lure out the thieves. So basically, they lure out the thieves and started to engage her, and that's when Husaka showed up, and while nominate and while nominate and Wasabi was dealing with the bandits, Sabake was dealing with Husaka. So Husaka is like, it's like, he was, it's like, this is fate. This must be fate, because I always wanted to study the school with you. So basically, did promise, and before this mission happened, Hirake said that, I will do my best to take Hosaka down, without hesitation. But she hesitated and basically she hesitated and couldn't strike Hosaka down. So basically, Hosaka using his sword and his chakra, tried to take down Sabake, but Sabake missed Hosaka's attack, but she still got hurt though. So basically, but no other choice, with Sabake hurt by, Hosaka's attack, they had no choice but to retreat for now. So anyway, Sabake explained, finally gave the whole story why Hosaka went nuts, because during the tournament, the Lord of the Samurai, had this tournament had the sword tournament. The winner gets one of his favorite sword blades as a prize. So basically, Hosaka and Sabake was fighting in that tournament, in a match. So basically, Hosaka got too cocky with Sabake, and she ended up winning that match. And that he loves the Lord of the Samurais, and he loved the sword that the Lord of the Samurais was giving away to the winner. So basically, because of me winning that match, that's the reason why Hosaka went nuts in the first place, and he became a world killing samurai. So basically, Wasabi gave her a little pep talk, and one little pep talk from nominee fell, Sabake managed to pull herself together, and promise that, promise that I will take down Hosaka. So anyway, meanwhile, the bandits was having a meeting about, let's leave the land of fire and go to a different nation to go steal for other people. But Hosaka was like, no, I need to stay here and finish my business with Sabake. So basically, once again, Wasabi and others ambushed the bandits and whatnot. So basically, Wasabi and Nane were still fighting the bandits while Sabake and Suzaka had a 5-0. So basically, Yeah. So basically, like Husaka was taking Sabake for his loss, and he didn't realize it was about from killing people and whatnot. So basically, bragging that it's just the thought seems like you got weaker ever since he came to the Hidden Leaf Village. So basically, Sabake tried her snowstorm attack on Husaka, but he managed to break through her snowstorm attack. So basically, her snowstorm attack is Sabake's ultimate sword technique. So basically, so basically, Hizaka was bragging about I vote for your stupid your sword technique. So basically, so basically in the last draw of swords, then in the last draw of swords, Sabaki managed to take down Hizaka, and in his last moments, took down Hizaka. He was in his last moments, he was like, I was kind of wrong what I did. So basically, he went for bragging about he went for back and realized that he made a stick about went to like I'll give a damn about you, and now he went to I have regret for his actions. So basically, he said he apologized to Zaka, apologized to Savaki the way he acted and whatnot, and he passed out. Now I don't know if the dude is dead or not. So basically, Savaki did cut Savaka with his sword, but I don't see much blood. Maybe he did cut him not too deep, but enough to make him pass out. But I don't know if Sasaki is dead or not after Sasaki cut him. So basically, I don't see a deep cut. It probably was a I believe he was either knocked out from Sabake's cut, or maybe he died from some Sasaki cut. So basically, I don't know if Sasaki is dead or alive. So anyway. So anyway, Savaka took Hizaka's words to heart. So anyway, Nominate and Wasabi carried Savaki back to the village and and praise her work to taking out Huzaka. So basically, Huzaka kicked her friends, and this is how the episode ended with Sabake being carried, being carried around the Hidden Leaf Village by Naminé and Wasabi. So basically, that's how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a good episode. So basically, we got more details about Sabake's backstory. So basically, this was a good episode. We got more information about Sabake's backstory. So basically, this was a good episode for Sabake. So anyway, what do you guys think about this new episode of Boruto? Good, bad, or just okay, or just nah? Please let me know what the comments of this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Michael from Scooby Sign off. One.